Jamaica has 14 parishes, each with a rich colonial history. Most were named after British nobility, governors, or religious references during the time Jamaica was under British rule. Here a list of the 14 parishes in Jamaica and how they got their names. 1. Kingston. Welcome to Kingston, Jamaica's vibrant capital and beating heart. Ever wondered how this bustling metropolis got its name? Well, let me take you on a journey back in time. In the late 17th century, when British influence was at its peak in the Caribbean, this area was simply known as Kingstown, a humble tribute to King William III of England. Over time, those two words merged together, giving us the Kingston we know today. But Kingston is so much more than just its name. As Jamaica's capital city, it's transformed into the island nation's powerhouse of commerce and culture. Picture this: a dynamic skyline where historic colonial buildings stand shoulder to shoulder with modern office towers, while the busy harbor hums with activity. The city pulses with energy as the economic engine of Jamaica, where traditional markets blend seamlessly with international businesses. From the historic downtown district to the sophisticated New Kingston area, the city tells a story of growth, resilience, and Caribbean pride. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Kingston's rich heritage and modern vitality make it an unforgettable destination in the heart of the Caribbean. Join Andrew as we explore the vibrant heart of Jamaica. Let's talk about St. Andrew, one of the island's most fascinating areas. You know, there's an interesting story behind its name. It was actually named after St. Andrew, one of Jesus' 12 apostles in Christian tradition. This wasn't just a random choice. It actually reflects the deep British colonial influence on Jamaica, where naming places after saints was a common practice. When the British established their presence on the island, they brought along this tradition, leaving their mark on the local geography and culture. Today, St. Andrew is much more than just a name. It's a bustling suburb of Kingston, Jamaica's capital city. At its heart lies Halfway Tree, a major commercial hub that pulses with energy and life. The area has become somewhat of a diplomatic quarter, with numerous embassies choosing to make their home here, adding an international flavor to this already diverse community. Walking through St. Andrew today, you'll find this fascinating blend of history and modernity where colonial heritage meets contemporary Jamaican life. It's a perfect example of how historical traditions continue to shape our modern urban landscapes, even as communities grow and evolve. 3. St. Thomas. Welcome to St. Thomas, a captivating parish that sits at the eastern edge of Jamaica, where history and faith intertwine to tell a fascinating story. You might be wondering how this beautiful place got its name. Well, let me take you back in time. During the British colonial period, when ships sailed these Caribbean waters and settlements were being established, the parish was named after St. Thomas the Apostle, one of Jesus' 12 disciples. The British, known for incorporating religious elements into their colonial naming practices, chose this name to leave their mark on the landscape. But St. Thomas is more than just its name. Picture yourself standing at the easternmost point of Jamaica, where the warm Caribbean breeze carries the scent of salt and tropical flowers. This parish is where the sun first rises over Jamaica each morning, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink. Today, St. Thomas stands as a testament to Jamaica's rich colonial history while embracing its modern identity. From its lush mountains to its coastal beauty, this parish continues to honor its religious namesake while creating its own unique story in Jamaica's colorful tapestry. Whether you're a history buff, a cultural explorer, or simply someone seeking to understand Jamaica's diverse heritage, St. Thomas offers a window into how religious influence and colonial history shaped the Caribbean we know today. 4. Portland. Picture yourself in a Caribbean paradise, where lush rainforests meet crystal clear waters. Welcome to Portland, Jamaica, a slice of heaven that tells a fascinating story of colonial history and natural beauty. You might wonder, why Portland? Well, the name isn't inspired by its more famous namesake in Oregon. This tropical paradise actually got its name from the Duke of Portland, a powerful British nobleman who served as the governor of Jamaica in the early 18th century. It's funny how a piece of British aristocracy left its mark on this distinctly Caribbean paradise. But forget the history books for a moment. What really makes Portland special is its breathtaking natural wonders. The crown jewel, the famous Blue Lagoon, where water so turquoise it seems almost unreal meets the dense emerald rainforest. This natural pool, reaching depths of 200 feet, changes colors throughout the day as the sun dances across its surface. Speaking of rainforests, Portland's verdant landscape is a testament to Jamaica's nickname, Land of Wood and Water. These forests aren't just pretty to look at. They're alive with exotic birds, colorful butterflies, and hidden waterfalls waiting to be discovered. So whether you're a history buff intrigued by colonial tales or a nature lover seeking paradise, Portland, Jamaica offers a perfect blend of both worlds, wrapped in Caribbean charm and natural splendor. 5. St. Mary. Welcome to St. Mary, one of Jamaica's most enchanting parishes. You know, there's something quite special about how this place got its name. Like many landmarks from the colonial era, it was christened after the Virgin Mary, Mother of Jesus, a testament to the deep religious influences that shaped the Caribbean. As you travel through St. Mary, you can't help but be captivated by its stunning northern coastlines. Imagine pristine beaches where the Caribbean Sea meets lush green hills, creating postcard-perfect views at every turn. The gentle waves lapping against the shore tell stories of centuries gone by, when Spanish settlers first arrived, and were so moved by the area's beauty that they felt it deserved a name as sacred as Mary's. What makes St. Mary truly unique is how it seamlessly blends its religious heritage with natural splendor. While many places in the Caribbean share biblical names, there's something about St. Mary that feels different. Perhaps it's the way the sunlight dances on the water, or how the palm trees sway in the breeze, creating an almost spiritual experience for anyone who visits. Whether you're a history buff, a beach lover, or simply seeking a peaceful getaway, St. Mary offers a little piece of paradise that lives up to its heavenly namesake. 6. St. Anne. Welcome to St. Anne, Jamaica's breathtaking garden parish, a place where history, spirituality, and music intertwine to create something truly magical. This stunning region, named after St. Anne, the grandmother of Jesus and mother of the Virgin Mary, holds a special place in both religious and cultural history. You can feel the deep Catholic influence as you wander through the parish, with its beautiful churches and religious landmarks dotting the landscape. But what really makes St. Anne shine is its lush natural beauty. Picture rolling hills covered in vibrant greenery, crystal clear waters, and pristine beaches that seem to stretch endlessly into the horizon. But perhaps St. Anne's greatest claim to fame? It's the birthplace of the legendary Bob Marley. That's right. This peaceful paradise is where the king of reggae first opened his eyes to the world in the small village of 9 Mile. It's almost as if the serene environment and spiritual atmosphere of St. Anne were destined to nurture one of music's most influential voices. From its sacred namesake to its modern musical legacy, St. Anne truly embodies the heart and soul of Jamaica. It's a living testament to how natural beauty, faith, and culture can blend together to create something extraordinary. 7. Trelawny. Welcome to Trelawny, a parish that's not just a dot on Jamaica's map, but a powerhouse of athletic talent and rich history. Ever wondered why it's called Trelawny? Well, let me tell you a story. Back in the colonial days, there was a British governor named Sir William Trelawny, who left such a mark on the island that they named this entire parish after him. Now that might sound like just another colonial footnote, but Trelawny has completely redefined its legacy. You see, this parish has become famous for something far more exciting than its colonial past. It's known as the breeding ground of some of Jamaica's fastest sprinters. When you hear those thundering footsteps on the Olympic track, there's a good chance you're watching someone from Trelawny showing the world how it's done. And then there's Falmouth, the parish's crown jewel. This historic town is like a time capsule of Georgian architecture, with its bustling port and vibrant streets telling stories of centuries gone by. Walking through Falmouth is like stepping back in time, but with a distinctly modern Jamaican pulse. From colonial namesake to athletic powerhouse, Trelawny has transformed itself into a place where history meets modern achievement, proving that it's not where you get your name from, it's what you do with it that counts.
Enjoying the video, correct? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Please leave your feedback, hit like, share the content.
8. St. James. Have you ever wondered about the story behind St. James, one of Jamaica's most captivating parishes?
Let me take you on a journey through this fascinating region that's so much more than just a spot on the map. St. James carries a name steeped in religious history, honoring St. James the Greater, one of Jesus' 12 apostles. This naming tradition reflects the deep influence of both Spanish and British colonial periods, when it was common to christen new territories after religious figures. But the real jewel in St. James's crown is Montego Bay, a city that has transformed from a humble colonial port into Jamaica's tourism capital. With its pristine beaches, vibrant culture, and warm hospitality, Mo Bay, as locals affectionately call it, welcomes millions of visitors each year who come to experience its unique charm. Today, St. James perfectly balances its historical roots with modern tourism, creating a unique blend of old-world charm and contemporary luxury. It's a place where colonial history meets Caribbean paradise, making it one of Jamaica's most fascinating and visited destinations. 9. Hanover. Have you ever wondered about the hidden gems of Jamaica's parishes? Let me tell you about Hanover, a small but captivating corner of this beautiful island that holds a fascinating royal connection. Named after the prestigious House of Hanover, this parish carries a piece of British history in its very name. When King George I, the first Hanoverian monarch to rule Britain, sat on the throne, this tranquil paradise was christened in his honor. It's like having a little piece of European royalty nestled in the Caribbean. What makes Hanover truly special is its intimate size. It's one of Jamaica's smallest parishes. But don't let its modest dimensions fool you. This compact treasure trove offers something that's becoming increasingly rare in our fast-paced world: genuine peace and quiet. Here you'll find an authentic slice of Jamaica away from the tourist crowds, where life moves at its own gentle pace. Walking through Hanover is like stepping into a world where time slows down, where you can actually hear the rustle of palm trees and feel the authentic pulse of Jamaica's heart. It's proof that sometimes the smallest packages contain the most precious gifts. 10. Westmoreland. Picture yourself at the westernmost tip of Jamaica, where crystal clear waters meet pristine white sand beaches. This is Westmoreland, a parish whose name tells its own story, quite literally the westernmost land. You know, sometimes the simplest explanations are the most interesting ones, and that's exactly how this paradise got its name. When the British were mapping out Jamaica, they didn't get too fancy with this one. They looked at their maps, saw this stunning piece of land sitting at the western edge of the island, and thought, well, that's sorted then. Westmoreland it is. But don't let the straightforward name fool you. This parish is home to one of Jamaica's most famous treasures, Negril. If you've ever seen those postcard-perfect photos of Jamaica, with 7 miles of uninterrupted white sand beaches and impossibly turquoise waters, chances are you were looking at Negril. What makes Westmoreland truly special isn't just its location or its literal name. It's how this place has become synonymous with the ultimate Caribbean dream. From laid-back beach bars to luxury resorts, this western paradise proves that sometimes the best things in life can be found right where the land meets the sea, at Jamaica's westernmost point. Lower St. Elizabeth. Welcome to St. Elizabeth, a parish that tells a touching story of love and legacy in Jamaica's rich history. You might be wondering, what's so special about this name? Well, let me tell you a beautiful tale. Back in colonial times, Sir Thomas Modiford, who served as Jamaica's governor, was so deeply in love with his wife Elizabeth that he decided to immortalize her name by christening this magnificent parish after her. Now that's what I call a grand romantic gesture, but St. Elizabeth is much more than just a love story. This parish has blossomed into one of Jamaica's most diverse and productive regions. Known as the Breadbasket Parish, its fertile lands have become an agricultural powerhouse, feeding countless families across the island. What makes St. Elizabeth truly special is its incredible mix of people. Walking through its communities, you'll find a beautiful tapestry of cultures and traditions, all living together and creating something uniquely Jamaican. From the farmers tending their fields to the local market vendors, each person adds their own flavor to this vibrant parish. So next time you hear St. Elizabeth, remember, it's not just a name on a map, but a testament to love that grew into a thriving community that continues to nourish Jamaica in more ways than one. 12. Manchester. Let me take you on a journey to Manchester, one of Jamaica's most unique parishes, and trust me, it's not the Manchester you might be thinking of. This fascinating piece of Jamaica gets its name from none other than the Duke of Manchester, who wasn't just some random nobleman. He was actually serving as Jamaica's governor when this parish was established. Now, what makes Manchester really special is its crown jewel, Mandeville. Perched high up in the cool Jamaican hills, this inland town is a refreshing escape from the coastal heat. Imagine sipping your morning coffee in a climate that feels more like springtime, while the rest of the island basks in tropical warmth. You know what's interesting? While most visitors to Jamaica flock to the beaches, Manchester offers something completely different. Mandeville has earned its reputation as one of Jamaica's most pleasant towns, where the combination of altitude and inland location creates this perfect, cool microclimate that's made it a favorite among both locals and visitors looking for a different side of Jamaica. This parish really showcases how diverse Jamaica can be, from its British colonial history, reflected in its name, to its unique geography that gives us this wonderful inland retreat. It's a reminder that sometimes the best discoveries are made away from the typical tourist paths. 13 Clarendon. Let me take you on a journey to Clarendon, a fascinating parish in Jamaica with a rich history and significant economic importance. Named after the British Lord Chancellor, Lord Clarendon, this parish stands as a reminder of Jamaica's colonial past, but it's so much more than just its historical name. During the colonial era, it was common practice to name territories after British nobility and officials, and Clarendon was no exception. Lord Clarendon, whose name graces this parish, served as a prominent figure in British politics, wielding considerable influence during his time as Lord Chancellor. But what really puts Clarendon on the map today is its crucial role in Jamaica's economy. The parish is renowned as a major bauxite mining region. If you're wondering what bauxite is, it's the primary ore used to make aluminum, yes, the same material used in everything from soda cans to airplane parts. The rich deposits of bauxite in Clarendon have made it an industrial powerhouse, contributing significantly to Jamaica's export earnings. From its colonial namesake to its modern industrial significance, Clarendon represents both Jamaica's historical heritage and its economic present, making it a truly remarkable part of the island nation. 14 St. Catherine. Let me take you on a journey to St. Catherine, a parish in Jamaica that holds both historical significance and religious heritage. You might be wondering, where did this intriguing name come from? Well, this parish was named after St. Catherine of Alexandria, a remarkable figure in Christian tradition known for her unwavering faith and wisdom. But what really makes St. Catherine special is that it cradles Spanish Town, the former capital of Jamaica. Imagine walking through streets that once served as the heart of the entire island, where colonial architecture still whispers stories of the past. Spanish Town's historic square and ancient buildings stand as silent witnesses to centuries of Jamaican history. The parish's connection to St. Catherine of Alexandria adds a deeper layer of meaning to its identity. In Christian tradition, St. Catherine was renowned as a martyr and scholar, and her influence reached far beyond her time, eventually extending to this vibrant Jamaican parish. Today, St. Catherine perfectly blends its rich religious heritage with its historical significance, creating a unique tapestry of culture that continues to captivate both locals and visitors alike.